everyone, my name is Vianney, and today I'm going to be comparing the classic Snakechain bracelet to the new Snakechain bracelet. I do not have the plain one yet. I went for the Clasp that was spring release, but we can still get a good example because I think they are the same size. So if I compare the two, the classic barrel right here is a lot bigger and wider than the new one. We see it's wider from width and wider from, I guess, the length, or both ways it's wider than the newer one. Then the next thing is the end pieces. The new one is a lot shorter than the older one. Right there. Where it's one, two, it's still two little like twists, but they're more closely knit, I guess. But yes, this bit is shorter. And if I turn this over to the beginning of the bracelet, this piece is also shorter than the classic. That means that we have more space for actual charms than we had here. And I did compare without the clips, but this piece, the two clip pieces is the same. And that makes sense because they can't, or they shouldn't, change the size on this because then clips would not fit the same on both bracelets. So let's see. There we go. They are the same. Yeah, they are the same. So that's nice. It's a more sleek style for the new ones. They are releasing, or they released them with this option, the daisies with a little dangle, some CZs, some enamel. They also had the plain silver. I believe I saw rose gold with rose gold and shine with shine on these, on the new Pandora Snakechain bracelet. Let's see. It looks like the that makes sense actually. This little bead point being smaller than this little bead, because if this one's smaller, more narrow than this one, well, of course, this piece right there has to be more narrow and smaller than this one. So that's a little comparison for those. I believe I did still see the classic one on the website as well as the new one, which that's good. These are still really nice to have for anyone who's starting off their collection, maybe would like one of these and one of these to, vary it up, because there are many different Pandora clasps that they've made over the years, some limited edition, some not. But while we're at it, I'm going to show some of the other Snakechain options that they had. They had the oxidized bracelet, the silver with the whole oxidized detail. I have rhodium clips, the Rockstar rhodium clips on here, because I want to emphasize the tone of the oxidized bracelet. So these are retired. I believe they are, they are no longer on the Pandora website. You might be able to find them on some of the Pandora retailers, authorized retailers websites, or maybe find it secondhand. They have some on Rulala. Unfortunately, the sizes they have left on Rulala are very limited. I think they only had 1 or 2 size options, but these are really nice to have. That one I wear plain blank, free, just because I want it to stand out. I do have 2 more. This one, you can't tell as much. It's oxidized, just, when there's a little bit movement because of all the charms I have on there. Then I have one with two-tone, just because the oxidized helps stand out, or I think, it goes well with the two-toned. Another thing that these, when the charms kind of rub on it, it does take away a little bit of the oxidized effect. A jeweler can definitely re-oxidize it for you, but I've seen other videos from other YouTubers on how to re-oxidize them, and I recently re-oxidized this one and my other two, so that's why they kind of look extra nice and dark. And yeah, the tips were really nice and helpful from everyone else's videos. I think Chandra from My Expression has one. Lily from Lily Rivera, her YouTube video channel, she has one too on how to oxidize them. And I just kind of, they're kind of the same tips, so I just followed those tips to oxidize those. Next up, Pandora, of course, they did 24 carat, which I do not have the solid 24 carat. Then they have the Pandora Rose, the rose gold. Then they have, I believe now they have the shine one, and of course they have bracelets, which are not just the two-tone, they're solid. The whole thing is the Pandora Rose, the whole thing is Pandora Shine, the whole thing is the 24 karat gold. I don't have any of those in the Snakechains. Then of course, oh no, that's just a classic barrel. Of course there is the Disney options. This one's the Mickey Mouse. They had one for Lion King, one for Beauty and the Beast, one for Aladdin. They have some Disney castles, some limited park exclusives. Those are really nice too. Pandora did ones with CZs. There's a hot pink CZ. I know there was blue. There was clear CZ. Purple CZ. They're kind of really similar. You can barely tell that there's a difference in the color. Then of course Pandora has the round ones. This one's the smooth one, no clip stations, and no, of course, no weaving, no twisties on these. Pandora also did really pretty ones where they look more like charms. This one was the flower from, I think, 2 spring releases ago. Maybe 2018, I believe, but they're really nice because, yeah, it looks like a charm. And they do open up top. They open, this one at least opens pretty easily for me. See, there we go, there it's open. I guess it would be considered more of a classic. The Pandora heart, the Pandora on one side, the more classic logo on the other side. This one again, they had this one I think in rose gold with CZs. Of course this silver one, this one came in also sterling silver with CZs. And of course they've done, a bunch of different limited edition ones. Let's see what else I have. I have the one that's more like a button charm. This one was also a spring release quite a few years back with the flowers that matched that spring release, and the two-tone sterling silver, not sure, I guess 24 karat center, and the CZs. And I think the only other option that I have, I think, would be this. It's on a bangle, but it was like a Mother's Day limited edition one, I think. Quite a few years back. When I got this one, I got it from Rualala, but that's really pretty. And something nice about these, it's not a snake chain, but I'll just mention it real quick. They were engraved. You are so loved. Pandora did that with quite a few of their bangles, but yeah, just a little comparison with all the snake chain bracelets, the ones I have, varying from tone, metal color, clasp. But I hope this was helpful for anyone who wants to look at the options, or anyone who wants to know the difference between the old classic and I guess what will be the new classic. Alright, I hope everyone's enjoying my videos. Hope you subscribe, give my video a thumbs up, like, comment, and yeah, until next time, bye bye everyone.